Bodhivastu, our group, our non-profit is, Bodhi is enlightenment, or it means to be aware of or to notice, to be awakened. Vastu has to do with array, could be array of temples or buildings or holy things that bring one's mind to enlightenment. So it fits very much with what we're doing to try to help out here, to preserve the stupa, to preserve the shrine, to give people a place to unplug from New York City or wherever the traffic might be for them and come here, plug into this earth and ground out, recharge, find their source again. First of all, the land, since it's donated to Dharma. So it's a Dharma land. So when you come here, it's about Dharma. Plain and simple. If it's my own house, if I have my own house, it might be about the wishes of my wife or my kids or whatever. It could be very family-centric pushes and pulls. But Dharma land is not a land of biased compassion. You come to a Dharma land because you recognize your impermanence, because you recognize the equality of people, and you do things for the common good. So when you cut the grass or when you paint the house or whatever you're doing, you're investing in the common good. So you're giving an offering, you're making an offering every time you do something here. I come here to make an offering. Whether I'm offering teachings or sharing my experience or showing people how to do a ceremony or maybe just laying in the grass, whatever. I really feel that when I arrive here, it's all about Dharma. I feel so relieved. I come here so I can get relief. There's two things that happen in the Dharma Center. One is that you don't come to just have a social party and lose yourself in a wild party. You come to take a look inside yourself and settle down the traffic and start to recognize how you're your worst enemy or how you could be your best friend. And there are disciplines for that. There's work for that. You have to work. And the second thing is that you're up against other people who may not say something you like or may say something you like, whatever. But you have to kind of take that into your practice. You can't run away. You can't run away from people. This is not a rock to hide under, actually. This place is not a rock to hide under. I don't think there's a rock in these days. I don't think there's a rock to hide under. I think meditators can go into the mountains and, say Om, but eventually the wind will say, back in New York where you're from, this problem is going on. People in bad problem. You know that? Are you just sitting there under the rock? So eventually, if you're a meditator in today's world, I think you have to do I think to reach enlightenment, you have to do a little better than that. I mean to say, it's wonderful to go to a cave and reach enlightenment. All the past saints have done that. They had to do that alone. But these days, I think there's a different task, a different calling. I think people who are meditators will not always be on their butt all the time. You have to engage. So I think people should come here to receive training, to take up the work. There's no need to wait till you're 70 years old before you become mature, you know. I expect people who eventually come here not just to ask the Lama to clean up all the problems in their lives, but to take up the work themselves and then help others.